afternoon. I'm Sarah Schmader, and this is the Rotunda Show. This week, we'll take a look at Rock the Block and the September 11th commemorative vigil. We'll also take a look at a couple of Longwood's most valued traditions as we say goodbye to seniors at Convocation and welcome new fraternity brothers at IFC's Fraternity Walk. We'll be finishing up with a recap of the Wounded Warrior Weekend. Longwood hosted the third annual Rock the Block event at Midtown Square, inviting both Longwood community members and Farmville residents to enjoy music, food, and free giveaways. And now we'll go to Liz Harris with the story.
On Friday, September 16th, Longwood University held its annual Rock the Block event. Students, faculty, and staff were invited to learn about local businesses and enjoy music, food, and fun. Despite the threat of rain, members of the Longwood community came out in scores to the third annual Rock the Block event.
It came about, it was an idea about a little over 3 years ago that we just thought there needed to be a better opportunity for the town members and for the Longwood community to get together. Live music, a mechanical bull, and free food tastings from Moe's and Chick-fil-A were just some of the fun activities for the crowd to enjoy.
My favorite thing is the 80s band. We're in the theater department and our booth over there was 80s themed, so we got to dress up all crazy, and it kind of goes along with the 80s band that always plays every year. So that's fun, that's my favorite thing. Oh, and the free food.
The event also featured booths from local businesses where students were invited to learn more about Farmville and what its local vendors have to offer. Throughout the event, a raffle for iPads and other cool prizes was held. And to end the evening, there was the colorful fireworks display.
This year was the 10th anniversary of the September 11th attacks. Longwood students, faculty, and staff came together to pay respects to those lost in the tragedy and share personal stories about their experiences. The vigil was held in front of Ruffner Hall, and SGA President Brandon Fry gave the first remarks about the purpose of the memorial. President Finnegan gave his anecdote of where he and Mrs. Finnegan were on the day of the attacks. Chief Beach also spoke to the crowd about his personal experience working in Fairfax County Police Department during the tragedy. Following the speakers, Professor Susan Stinson allowed for students to share their thoughts and feelings of the infamous attacks, and a poem was read by Catholic campus minister Bob Zupanek entitled "It Matters." At the conclusion of the ceremony, candles were then lit in remembrance of those lost on this tragic day in American history. Convocation is a time-honored tradition and special day for all seniors as they ready themselves for graduation in the spring. This is a chance for seniors to look back at their time at Longwood as they choose a fellow Lancer to be their capper. We go to reporter Michelle Moody with the scoop.
Convocation is a special ceremony where seniors are capped by fellow seniors or underclassmen. It's not your ordinary graduation cap. All caps are decorated with photos and knickknacks that describe that senior's personality. Professors led the procession of students into Jarman Auditorium as the seniors and cappers followed. This year's speaker was alumni Brigadier General Joseph Bass, who gave a lighthearted speech. At the close of the ceremony, the seniors were officially capped and celebrations began. I'm Michelle Moody with the Rotunda Show.
After weeks of recruitment, Longwood men have made their commitment to the fraternity of their choice on Friday, September 16th on Eiler Field as they participated in the traditional IFC fraternity walk. At 5 o'clock, the Interfraternity Council held its annual walk event where new members for each fraternity were officially announced. The walk was an especially big day for Longwood's newest fraternity, Phi Mu Delta, as they welcomed 18 new members. These new members are also the founding members of the Longwood chapter. The event kicked off with a presentation of 2 scholarships from Sigma Phi Epsilon, one of which went to freshman Riley Cole, who shares experiences of living with autism. After the scholarship presentation, the new members of each fraternity were announced and welcomed with cheers by their respective brothers. Friday, September 9th, marks Longwood's second annual Wounded Warrior Weekend. The event came to Longwood after a women's soccer player's brother was lost in combat. The weekend seeks to honor our fallen heroes and raise money for the Wounded Warrior Project, an organization that provides aid to wounded soldiers and public awareness about the needs of injured service members.
Bright and early Saturday morning, there was a memorial 5K run-walk in honor of our injured servicemen and women. Longwood students, faculty, and staff broke a sweat during the 3.1 run-walk on High Bridge Trail. There to support the participants were men and women who have experienced firsthand how the Wounded Warrior Project helps the country's armed forces.
Wounded Warrior Project was the first group that came to see me. Back then, their big thing was the backpacks. They started handing out backpacks full of shaving items, shorts, t-shirts, kind of essentials for somebody who's just been injured in combat and has had to leave all their stuff back in the theater of operations that they were in.
Major Stephen Rupali of the ROTC program was also at the 5K.
We have quite a few people who are members of the Wounded Warrior Project, not by way of association, but by way of their actions and what happened to them, whether it be Iraq, Afghanistan, or a few other places.
To conclude the weekend, a benefit soccer game took place which featured an all-star lineup of military members, family, and friends of Wounded Warriors versus a team of Longwood's faculty and staff.
This is the highlight of the event. You know, like we were lucky last night, we got a good win. The paintball competition was full of bruises. The 5K today was amazing, but this is my favorite part. You know, I get to play soccer next to Maris. We get to have all these people come out here. The president's out here, Coach Boulding's out here, and all these people that love Longwood, and Longwood means so much, but it's amazing to be able to honor the people that we have here.
While the faculty and staff put forth a humorous yet valiant effort, they came up short in the loss to the All-Star team. This is Tristan Cunningham for The Rotunda Show.
That's all we have for this week's edition of The Rotunda Show. Tune in next time for more coverage of Lancer events. Also, remember to pick up your weekly copy of the Rotunda newspaper on stands now. This has been Sarah Schmader for The Rotunda Show.